Good evening and welcome to Innovations Open House 2020. I'm Mr. Welty and I teach innovations here. And this is a course that I started about 6 years ago or so because I wanted students the opportunity to learn whatever they wanted to learn about. And I was very inspired by a gentleman named Don Wettrick, who started a class like this at Noblesville High School in Indiana. You can Google that and learn more about what he did there. It's really kind of twofold. You know, is there a class that Algonquin does not offer that students would want to take? And this is that class. So they can turn this class into, well, hey, I can't study this at Algonquin. All right, innovations, I can learn whatever I want. I can formulate that class in here. Or there's a lot of students that do great things outside of school that are working on projects already. And how can they get school credit for that? And how can they use school time to work on that? Or threefold, right? The other thing is, asking students what their passions are. And, a lot of times we're just so busy, and it's kind of like, well, hey, if you had 2 hours on a Saturday afternoon with nothing to do, what would you choose to do? And these are all getting to ideas for innovative projects and ideas. So you see right there in the background, this is our innovations class. I've been getting really good at putting our weekly schedule up there. Right now we're in the middle of a kind of a 2-week plan where students have just submitted what they want to do for the next 2 weeks. So that's what it kind of shows on here. But let me take you through a little bit more of what we do. As we look in the modules, everything is always on Canvas. And I think as we look at remote learning, this is probably one of the best courses for that because a lot of times my students work better at home, or that there's things they need to work on their project, and those things are at home. So this has worked out really well a little bit in the spring, but even more importantly now. So you can see term one, we're setting up their innovator's mindset. What is it like to think like an innovator? We started talking about what school is for and the purpose of school and what school could be and how this class kind of fits into that. We're looking for opportunities. So that week 3, like how do we become innovators? How do we become problem finders, not just problem solvers? And week 4, they started choosing their project and getting some ideas for that. And really personal, looking at it from a personal, technical, and impact standpoint. Personal, how are they going to kind of be better at the end of this class for what they've been doing? Technical, what skills are they going to gain out of doing these projects? And impact, like who are they going to impact? What other people can learn from what they do or be affected? So I think the biggest challenge right now is creating these week plans. So here we created a 1-week plan back in October, and we're right now just creating a 2-week plan. And that's where students kind of say, here's what I want to do. Here are 3 or 4 things I want to do over the next week or 2. They've been so trained that the teacher says, here's what we're doing this week. And this class is the opposite. This class is student driven. So the students have to say, hey, what do I want to do for the next week or 2? And I won't tell them what to do. They have to figure that out. So giving them the opportunity to create what they're going to do, create their syllabus in a way of what they're going to do for the next week or for the next 2 weeks, and getting as to what can be done in a week or 2. But more importantly then, how do you show evidence, right? I can't be with every student every step of the way. So they're actually blogging. So check out their blogs. Ask them to share their blogs with you. They've been blogging about a lot of things, but their evidence goes on their blog. So, last week I was reading blogs about their 1-week plan, and they just say, hey, here's what I did last week. Here are the 3 things I did. Oh, and here's the evidence. Having themselves be accountable for, here's what they said they were going to do. All right, now prove to me that you did it. So students are including pictures, step-by-step photos of things they've done, videos they've made of things they're doing. They're taking notes on websites or on videos and including those notes and summaries. They're curating content. So those are all great skills to have right now. And as I just said, we're right in the middle of a 2-week plan. Well, we just started it actually. So you can ask them, hey, what are you doing for the next 2 weeks in innovations? What's your plan? And they submit that on a Google form, and then they have email that says, hey, here's what they said they were going to do. So I think one thing today, we talked about the art of cold emailing. Where is it on here? Right here, right? And how to cold email somebody, right? How to make yourself stand out if you email some top person at a company or a website. How do you make that connection? And I think right now it's all about connections right now, trying to get them to connect with somebody that's expert or pioneer in their interest, and being able to ask them some questions. So that's yet another part of being an innovator, is making connections. So we've watched a lot of TED Talks. Dorie Clark has been a great TED Talk. Um, uh, Adam Grant is also another great TED Talk, so you'd ask them about them. Just looking to be inspired by people with these, promoting these great mindsets of innovation. So I thank you for watching. And if you want to contact me, it's dwelty@nspro.k12ma.us. And have a good night.